Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and a very big welcome to you. And I hope you're having a fantastic day today. And we're going to talk about Formula One today. This is just a quick little vlog. So, Formula One season has started. Melbourne was actually a pretty decent race. The rookies all crashed out, which was a shame. It was actually pretty painful to watch all the rookies go out, and well, most of the rookies go out, I should say, because one of them didn't. But which one didn't? It was Antonelli didn't, but I'm pretty sure the rest of them all crashed out. Hadjar doing Baratello, Lawson. We end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We end up with 16 Fs. I mean, Melbourne, 4 seasons in one day. It's what Melbourne does best. I remember living there, and basically, you'd go out in the morning, it'd be freezing cold. By like lunchtime, you'd be sweating your ass off. By the afternoon, if you were still out, you'd be soaked from the rain, and then it would be like super hot again in the evenings. But I mean, as I said, it's what Melbourne does best. So, I mean, Melbourne was a nice place to live. I enjoyed Melbourne. I was born in Melbourne. So, that's a good thing. But yeah, so all the rookies, except for Antonelli, wiped out, which is a shame. We also lost Signs, and we lost Signs in his first race for Williams. And Alonso, which was a surprise. Also, in other Formula One news, Eddie Jordan died. Um, I remember when he had a team in Formula One. Um, if I remember correctly, it was like a mid card team. I don't know. That was like a while ago. That was when I was young. But he passed away, which is a shame because even though I don't like, I never seen him racing like Formula One or Formula Two, Formula Three. That was way before my time. I do remember his. I do remember his team, and I'm pretty sure his team brought us Michael Schumacher, if I remember correctly. Yeah, his team gave Michael Schumacher his debut in 1991, and let's face it, Michael Schumacher is one of the top drivers, at least of the modern era. He's probably like my number 4 or 5 favorite driver. So that's a shame because he was a very big popular guy in Formula One. I mean, some people thought he was a smeg. I know some people that think that he was just an absolute smeg, and then other people that think he was just an absolute legend. Personally, I really don't have a. You can see him here. Personally, I don't really have a card in that because, from what I've seen of him, all of his press conferences and that, he seems like a pretty chill guy, or seemed like a pretty chill guy, I should say. But I think this season is looking a lot better than some of the other seasons because for the first race of the season, there's only a 1 second difference. It wasn't the 50, 60 second difference between first and second like there was for like the last couple of seasons. Because it was starting to get a little boring. Let's admit it. But as long as the racing stays close, I think it's going to be pretty good. I think my top 3 predictions is going to be. I think McLaren has it this year for both constructor and world champion. I think Verstappen will probably come in second, or it's going to be close between Verstappen and Piastri. I think it's going to be, can Piastri pull out enough good performances to actually challenge Verstappen for second. I don't think Red Bull has the domination this year that it has had. I think probably Mercedes is going to come third. And then surprisingly, I think it's going to be Williams and McLaren for fourth and fifth. I think Williams may be able to actually like pull it out of the arse this year. Testing they did decent. I think Kick Sauber is going to be bottom of the field with Haas unless Haas actually pulls something out. And I think the midfield is just going to be the general usual ones: Racing Bulls, Alpine, Aston Martin. I think it's going to basically come down to McLaren and Red Bull. I would like to see Sonoda actually do well because Sonoda actually did pretty decent. I think he did decent, didn't he? He did 12th, so that's about normal for him. But yeah, I think the surprise for me was Alex Albon up in fifth for the race. And Lance Stroll actually did something that wasn't a screw up. Because, I mean, Lance Stroll was my wife's favourite driver, mostly because he's Canadian. But me personally, I never really seen him do much, and I just had a hiccup. But yeah, so unfortunately, I don't see Ferrari really doing good this year. I think Ferrari is going to be Ferrari. I think they're going to show some signs of good and signs of bad. I mean, it's Ferrari over the last couple of years has just done that. It's just been up and down the entire time. But with China, I think with China, if the weather is good, we're going to get a better read on things. I think that's what it's going to be. Because with the rain in Melbourne, it didn't give us a good indication of how the season's going to go. So I think this weekend in Shanghai, if the weather stays good, what is the weather in Shanghai this weekend? Shanghai weather forecast. Oh, I think it's a Chinese site. It is. So, oh, we got rain on Sunday, apparently. So, and for NASCAR. So yeah, so we got rain on Sunday on the Chinese one. What does AccuWeather say? AccuWeather I can actually read. Sunday, oh no, no. So AccuWeather is saying it's going to be 25% chance of rain. So it's gonna be a warm race. At that weather, I think even if there's like a little tiny bit of rain, it should dry pretty quickly. So yeah, Shanghai weather looks decent. So as I said, yeah, I think Shanghai is going to give us a better read of the of how the season's going to go. Because with a dry track, it should be just full on power, power and skill basically. Where Melbourne was just more skill. And I don't think the rookies really had much testing in rain is the problem, and that could be why they all ended up on the into the walls. But yeah, so that's my forecast for the year. I think McLaren's going to take it this year. I think Norris is just going to have the edge over Verstappen and Russell. As I said, Verstappen and Russell will be fighting for second. And apart from that, I think it's just going to be the usual midfield. Depending on how Williams goes, I think is going to be Williams is going to be the wild card. Williams and Racing Bulls, I think, are going to be the two wild cards this year. That's if Hadjar can make it past a formation lap. If he, I think if he pulls another stunt like that, I think he's going to be gone. Because let's face it, Formula One is getting pretty savage right now with kicking drivers out. But ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you see, make sure you like, find, hit the subscribe button. I'll be back with another vlog on Monday, probably, or actually probably Sunday, with Formula One after the Shanghai Grand Prix, and as I said, we'll get a better reading of how the season's going to go there, I think. And I hope that you have a very, very wonderful day. Remember to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button.